Hello and welcome back to Committee and Field on this very hot Wednesday afternoon, 90 degrees out here. We have the Holliston Panthers girls lacrosse taking their last regular game of the season against Hopkinton. What is Hopkinton's mascot, Sarah?
Hopkinton Hillers. They are the Hillers.
Hillers tonight. Announcing for the game tonight is Kate Morton and Sarah Danielle. On camera and also live stream, we have Tom Harmon. And we're looking forward to a good game here tonight. It's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be a tough one, especially because last time we played Hopkinton, they came out just on fire, and within the first quarter had 7 goals. So we were able to second half, we were able to hold them a lot more, and I think they only scored 4 the second half, which was great. Our defense did a phenomenal job, but we need to start the game that way so we don't let them get ahead with too much.
That will be important. Going into this game in the rankings, we're 32 for Division III. So right now we have a spot in the tournament. We're looking to defend that spot.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough game. We had 2 tough games this week. We played Westwood, which Westwood is, just in the TVL. Yeah, and they're just phenomenal. They always have. They have Mass Elite is the program run out of Westwood. Originally, a Westwood coach started that program, and she just, her players just all go through the program of Mass Elite, and it shows. They're playing 3, 4, 5 times a week, and then by the time season rolls around, they're just in prime shape, both running and skill-wise. Hopkinton has also shown a lot of improvement as well, so we're going to be looking for Holliston to come out and really defend the goal and start strong on defense and then attack. We just need them working together as a team and running it down the line and protecting the ball. Should be a good game. We've got, this will be the last regular season game for Holliston. Holliston captains, this will be their last game as captains. We've got Delia Kane as captain. She's number 28. Amelia Langen is number 34. She's also our goalie. Bridget Malvey on defense with 24, and Abby Langen as 15. Those will be our captains. Couple of other seniors that hopefully will see the field today. We've got Kylie DePoto, number 3, Noelle Oliver as number 4, Sarah Schellings as number 8, and I'm missing one, I think. Maeve Jordan as 22 and Lila Feldman as 23. And let's not forget Autumn Smith on defense, and Autumn Smith is number 26. Starting lineup looks like they're taking the field. I did forget one senior, Avery Ash, so let's give one more shout out for Avery Ash there. Sorry that I forgot you there, my friend. Looks like,
sorry,
go ahead.
Sarah.
No, go right ahead.
All right, taking the draw, we have number 25 from Holliston, Maggie Morton, a junior. And I'm not sure yet of the Hopkinton number. Do you see that?
I don't.
We're going to look for some strong draws in order to gain some control and possession in this game.
Winning the draws is super important. We've got a little rainstorm coming down as we're standing here. It looks like Hopkinton has gained possession as a rainstorm has just started here at the field. We're playing through. We play through rain, so.
The sky opened up. I think that was surprising to the girls.
Caught him a little off guard. Great check there by Holliston.
Autumn Smith working hard here to get the ball.
Looks like we've got some rain bringing it in. I bet our friends that normally do the speaking are wishing they were inside here as we stay nice and dry, Kate.
That's right, a benefit of this job, Sarah. We get to stay dry in this booth.
Yeah. That was a great goal there. It looks like by number
18, Abby Burke.
Abby Burke.
A captain from Hopkinton.
That was great defense by Holliston. They really did try to hold them there. Kendall Tom from Hopkinton, who I actually have had the privilege of teaching back in 6th grade, long time ago, took it around and had the assists there, which was great.
All right, our second draw of the game.
Looks like the rain's holding off. It was just a little sprinkle. Holliston's got to win this draw. And it looks like they did. Caroline Juarez with the ball, bringing it down. Great ball control. Looks like she's going to take it behind and settle the ball, which is great. Pass it around a little bit. Let the Hopkinton players really work hard on defense for once, which will be nice. Working around there. And we had one shot off by number 12.
Eliza Marion shot. It was stopped by the goalie, and now Hopkinton has regained possession, making their way down. Number 2 with a nice open shot, but
that was great
Autumn
defense.
Smith. Excellent defense.
Yeah, the Hopkinton team has really come along. They're working really hard. I think they have a much higher seed than us right now, which is great. They've only had a couple of losses. Great defense by Holliston.
Really nice.
Really working hard.
It's Bridget Malvey holding her off.
Bridget's been an integral part to our defense. She'll be missed next year greatly. And that was a great score there. It looks like by Sia Bonella from Hopkinton, number 6. We are about 9 minutes, 50 seconds into the start of the game, and it's 0-2, I should say, Hopkinton in the lead. Fun fact, Kate, that you should know is a long time ago when I started my teaching career, I was a JV coach in Hopkinton.
You were?
I was, long time ago, with Jody Dolan, who was a legend for Hopkinton. Really did a nice job with the program. It's another draw control by Holliston. Excellent draw control by Maggie Morton. Great pass upfield. Hopefully they can save it. Looks like that's out of bounds. That was the right idea. And let's hope Holliston can ride this out a little bit, maybe put a little pressure on the ball carrier. Fighting for the ball. Right. Caroline Juarez picks it up. Great pickup by Caroline Juarez and to Lila. Awesome goal there by Holliston. Caroline Juarez passed to Lila. I always want to say Feldman. It is Feldman. Lila Feldman.
This as a goal, though, Sarah, because we haven't reset the game.
Oh. Maybe I misunderstood that.
From our vantage point, that did look like a goal, but I guess it may have missed the goal, or maybe the goalie had it in her stick. We'll have to go back and rewatch that.
Sorry about that.
Up the field.
That certainly looked like a goal, and the fans were all cheering as well, so we made a mistake there.
Absolutely looked like a goal. But they didn't set up as a penalty from what I could see, so that's what leaves us unsure.
I'm wondering if when she hit it in, it just hit the side of the net instead of going into the goal. Holliston settling the ball, which is a smart idea. Make the defense work a little bit here. Hopkinton's putting a little pressure on them. And they're staying there. It looks like they're calling a play, which is great, trying to work it around. Nice positioning. Hopkinton's putting a little pressure on them as they're trying to work it around. Looks like right in. Oh, that was a great attempt by Abby Langen, number 15. Charlotte Daniels there to pick up the ball. Looks like it's going back to Abby. Might have been shooting space, Kate?
It might have been shooting space, or it might have been a check kind of close to her sphere.
Oh.
All right. That was a nice recovery by Lila Feldman. Maggie Morton attempting to bring this in. Takes a shot, and it is stopped. Goalie sending it out.
Setting it out there, looks like to Kendall Tom. Kendall Tom, I believe, is playing next year at Bentley College. Working their way down. They're really good at getting it down. Hopkinton is working it around. The last game, they're very patient the last time we played them, which patience helps in this type of game. Missed opportunity by Hopkinton. Holliston has recovered the ball. Autumn Smith carrying it down. Needs to look for the open player. Ball's dropped out of bounds. Unfortunate.
Hopkinton bringing this ball back in. Holliston not giving them much space to work with. That was a nice shot. Number 3, Caden Rosendale. And I believe the assist came from
Sia.
Is this Sia?
Yeah, the assist would have been from Sia Bonella, who is number 6. That was unfortunate. Autumn Smith was bringing it down, had a great play, running it down. Again, quickest way to get the ball down, most secure way to get the ball down is passing the ball. Setting up for another draw. We've got Maggie Morton taking the draw, Caroline and Abby Langen both on the line. Fighting for the draw control. Looks like Caroline Juarez has it.
Bringing it in. Just going to slow this down and work it around.
Right idea. They tried to take it out.
Pick up by Eliza Marion there on that missed pass. That was an excellent idea, but a missed connection.
Holliston working it around. Back to Charlotte Daniel. Back to Caroline, who's going to run it around, hopefully take a shot. Oh, it was a great shot. Unfortunately,
there's a shooting space call on that.
Yeah, that was a great call by the ref. Great attempt by Caroline with that side shot. She just missed the net there.
We talked about this in a previous game, but for those of you wondering what shooting space is, you essentially draw a triangle from the stick of the player to the top corners of the goal, and a defender can't enter that triangle unless it would be called shooting space. Is it their body or just their stick, or both?
Yeah, so their stick needs to their body can't be in that space,
but their stick can reach in.
Caroline Juarez is going to take this penalty shot, free position. She is a pretty good shot. She just needs to find the open space as she shoots. And
beautiful shot.
Awesome. Right in.
She has a very high percentage of penalty shots going in. Very strong penalty shot.
She's quick, too. On those penalty shots, you've got to take those shots pretty quickly. Waiting too long on those penalty shots often can, cause you to lose the ball with the defenders coming onto you. We are at about 5 minutes, 32 seconds into the first half. Score right now is 1-3. Thought we had 2.
2 goals?
Yeah.
No, we have the one. We had the one that we thought was a goal.
Yeah.
But we're not sure what happened there.
That was a big, tall draw there. Holliston fighting for it.
All right, Caroline is not giving up on this.
Caroline's
and she does
speed.
Get control.
Nice job. Nice pass over to Abby Langen.
Oh, Maggie Morton.
Oh, to Maggie. I apologize. Over to Maggie Morton. Looks like they called her there for reaching her stick around, getting into a sphere there. Holliston's going to work it around. Again, patience is important as they work the ball around. We've got a nice pass inside to Maggie,
nice. All right.
Morton, and it went right in. I didn't see who the assist was on that.
The assist might have been Abby Langen.
Yeah, I believe it was. Great job, Holliston, working as a team out there. We now have a score of 2-3.
And we have Maeve Jordan out there now, number 22, player to keep an eye on.
Great. Maeve is a senior. Great to see her out there on the field.
All right, this is Maggie Morton and Sia taking the face-off. Caroline and Abby on the circle. And the control is going to go to Holliston, it looks like. Abby's going to come up with this.
Not yet, but it looks like, yep, she's got control.
So
looks like there was a little bit of a check
Whoa.
there from behind. A little bit of frustration there. If I was a ref out there, I may have called that originally on Hopkinton, against Hopkinton, but looks like it went the other way. Hopkinton's working it down, working it around the circle. Hopkinton's making a couple of cuts. Kendall Tom has it behind. Taking it back up to the top of the circle. Holliston defense is doing a great job really calling it out, talking with one another, and making sure that they're not letting an open player get in there, not letting a pass get in there. Great
Beautiful
save by Amelia.
And shot by number 17, Avery Quebec.
Ooh,
Maggie Morton taking this up the field after a goalie clear.
that was a great catch by Maggie. A little fight there for that ball, and she was able to come up with it. Running it down. We've got Maggie taking it back behind, letting the offense set up.
Holliston's going to be patient here. See if they can find the shot, and they find the shot.
And
we have a tie game.
Once again, Maggie Morton. This is not how we started Hopkinton the last time, so this is a quite nice to see. Not a surprise. Hopkinton is taking a timeout. Again, last time we played them, they were up by 7 in the first quarter. So the fact that we've got a tied game right now is pretty impressive on Holliston's end to really tie it up and keep them at bay down the shooting range.
Yeah, I think we have a team of fighters here on Holliston. We have a lot of talent, a lot of girls who've been working very hard this season. And I think this is the last game of the season, and they're just willing to put it all out there.
Yeah, which is awesome to see.
They're doing it.
Not surprising Hopkinton's taking that timeout. They're probably a little caught off guard that Holliston came out a little bit more with fight today than the last game.
That's right. It's also really hot out there today, Sarah.
Yeah, that can affect a player for sure. I'm sure that rain, though, that little rainstorm might have helped out a little bit.
That's true. If their jerseys are still a little bit damp from that, it will definitely help with some of the heat control on their bodies.
We've got about 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the quarter. And, again, the score is all tied up with 3-3, Hopkinton versus Holliston. Panthers are fighting. If you're Luke over there, Coach Luke, you really want to give the team the feedback to keep the fight up and defense to keep doing what they're doing. They're holding them at bay, which is great. And for attack, just keep passing it around and keep shooting. Coach Luke's perspective has always been all season, take as many shots as you can on the net. The more shots, the more opportunity we have for goals. And Holliston has definitely been trying this game. Kate, this might be a good time to thank our sponsors.
Absolutely.
We've got First Baptist Church. We want to thank them for sponsoring today, and it always helps to have the sponsors.
That's right. The sponsors are a really important part of having programming, and this programming into our homes in Holliston, and also for all of those people not in Holliston who have someone on this team, whether it's the Hopkinton team or the Holliston team that you're rooting for. We appreciate that we're able to make this happen for you, and it couldn't happen without those sponsors, such as the First Baptist Church.
For sure. If you're just catching up with us now, a great start by Holliston, tying up the game. We've got a tied game, 3-3. Hopkinton just called a timeout, I'm sure, to really fire up the girls out there. I think they probably expected it to be a little higher scoring game, and I think they underestimated the Panthers.
Back on the circle, we have Maggie Morton from Holliston and Sia from Hopkinton, Caroline on the circle, and Abby Langen joining also on the circle.
If you notice, Kate, on this game, we've done a nice job with the exception of that one, but we've had a couple of draw controls, which really is helping us.
Absolutely. That was
great
a nice check.
That was a great check by Holliston.
Villa's going to try to get that, but it goes back to Hopkinton. Continue with our good defense. Just wonder what Hopkinton talked about in that timeout. Maybe they're about to show us a play.
I think the coach was probably just trying to light a fire under them to get them out there and score more.
That was a loose ball. It came up 22. All these loose balls, you want them to come up with your team. So, of course, we want Holliston to come up with every single one of those loose balls. Sometimes it's just who wants it more.
Holliston defense is really playing a great game right now.
Absolutely. Nice. We have a penalty here.
I thought they might have called that a moving pick by Hopkinton. They definitely set a pick without their feet planted, but missed by the refs maybe.
That was a beautiful shot.
That was a great shot by number...
Was it 17?
17, Avery Quebec. She's a junior at Hopkinton High School. I'm trying to see who we said the first goal by Hopkinton. You had said Abby Burke, and I'm pretty sure Abby Burke is out with a torn ACL or meniscus. So I think it was someone else that we may have made a mistake there.
Yeah.
Well, we've got it back at the draw. We've got 4-3 Hopkinton on top. Great fight there. A little bit of a lost ball. Sia from Hopkinton has picked that ball up. Hopkinton's working hard, cutting through, trying to get open for a play.
And Holliston's doing a great job of covering. That was a beautiful shot.
It's another beautiful shot. That was by Taylor Interante, who I also had as a student a long time ago. This is also not being called as a goal, so maybe that hit the same part of the goal as the previous one that we thought we scored. Strange. That's strange. Not quite sure what's going on.
We must have a strange perspective up here, Sarah.
Yeah. Second time we made a mistake. I think they're going to fire us. I don't know.
Beautiful save, Amelia Langen. We're going to miss you. All right, we have a penalty here, but it's from the end line, Sarah. So what kind of a penalty would draw an end line like that?
I think it was just their positioning, maybe not being in the 8-meter arc when it happened. Again, they're working really hard trying to get it in there. Holliston's doing a really nice job on defense.
10 seconds left in this quarter. See if we can hold them off for
It would be great to hold them off for the last few minutes of the game. Holliston did a nice job there holding them off.
Oh, I think that we
they are going to count
that as a goal the last second.
That's amazing. I would think Coach Luke would fight that a little bit because I think time was out. Hard to do in high school to fight the score. We now have a score at the end of the first quarter, a score of Hopkinton with 5 and Holliston with 3.
We had a goal earlier this season that Holliston scored in the last second just like that, and at the time I was curious, so I looked up the rule, and it said if the ball is in the air at the time that the timer goes off, it would count as a goal.
Correct. Correct.
So if it's left the stick but not made it to the goal yet before the timer, it does get counted. And so this one might have been what the ref was seeing, that it was in the air at the time of the buzzer.
Might be a good time to take a little break if we can.
Absolutely.
And
We'll be
just
back.
take a breather. We'll be back. We've got about another minute or two for the end of the quarter.
All right, we are back for the start of the second quarter. This is the Holliston Panthers versus the Hopkinton Hillers. This is our last regular season game of this 2026 season. At this point, we have Holliston 3 and Hopkinton 5. Maggie Morton is taking the draw, and she is supported by Caroline and Abby on the circle.
Great showing by Holliston this first quarter. Really a nice job playing on defense and taking a lot of shots, which has been awesome. Looks like Hopkinton gained ball control there on the draw. Holliston, again, putting up the defense, which is great. They were really holding them at the end of the quarter, so it was a bummer to see that goal count. Patience is a virtue. Hopkinton has taken their time. And we got a shot off with definitely shooting space by Holliston. So Taylor Interante will take the free position. And Amelia had a great save. Great save. Pass going out to Maggie Morton, who can't. Oh, and that is a over the line. That was over the line by Hopkinton.
Maggie was waiting for that to come over the line. This other girl came in clearly over the line.
Her feet didn't go over the line, Kate, so that is probably why he didn't call it right away.
Okay.
Holliston's doing a great job fighting for these balls.
That's right. 15, Abby Langen just had a check sort of near her head inside the sphere, so she's going to have a penalty shot there to Charlotte, who's going to keep this inbounds and work for it. She's going to.
Charlotte Daniel worked for that ball, really tried to keep it in ball. It was a tough high pass. Doing a nice job trying to play defense there. Hopkinton taking it back in. And a great shot there by Caden Rosendale. Did not go in. Hopkinton's being patient out there. I think they realize Holliston defense is ready to stop them. Great defense by Delia Kane down there low, keeping them behind the net. And that's another great save by Amelia. Maggie Morton wide open here. Looks like same situation as last time. Looks like a little push out of bounds. I don't know if they're calling that out of bounds or calling it a push. But it was great fighting by Maggie Morton.
So they're going to give this to Holliston.
And Maggie's using her wheels to get down the field, which is great. Looking to take it behind and just kind of settle the ball, which is nice to see. And that's a goal.
She saw an opportunity and decided to take it.
Yeah. Great goal by Maggie Morton. We've got a 4 for Holliston and 6 for...
No, 5.
5 for Hopkinton.
That's right. Sarah mentioned earlier that many years ago she coached the JV team in Hopkinton, and she knows a lot of these kids from having been in Hopkinton.
26 years as a teacher in Hopkinton.
That's right.
But today I'm here as a fan of Holliston,
not
of Hopkinton, although it's nice to see some players outside, former students outside of the school, but I'm here to cheer on the Holliston Panthers.
Here we go for a draw control. Ooh.
Looked like they wanted a call there for Holliston. Again, you got to play through those things. If they're not calling, you got to keep playing. You can't.
Nice save by goalie Amelia Langen. It bounced back up, landed right in
Bridget. Did a nice job
stick.
getting
Beautiful
that.
job moving this up to Nora
McGillicuddy, who's got the ball over to Adam Smith. A little bit of ball dropping. Holliston can't be making those mistakes out there. They're certainly fighting for the ball, but Kendall Tom has come up with it from Hopkinton. That's a mistake on our end there. Just a little fumble. Again, the heat might be affecting them a little bit.
It's definitely a hot day for this game.
Now with them behind, they're going to be looking for a throw over.
Looks like this drew a yellow card, contact with Hopkinton's head. And Holliston will be serving this penalty for about 2 minutes. Well, actually exactly 2 minutes.
And that's Delia Kane. To me, it looked like a little bit of a forced position there by Hopkinton Kendall Thomas. She came around there, but certainly she got hit. Holliston fans not happy about that.
And it's good. So the score is going to go up to 4-6, Hopkinton.
And that score was by number 2, Kendall Tom. Definitely got a little hurt on that play. It looks like she might be heading out for a little bit. We've got about 7 minutes and 51 seconds into the second quarter. The score is 4 for Holliston and 6 for Hopkinton.
And we have a substitution. Sarah Schellings is heading in for Nora McGillicuddy. Nope, not for Nora. Sarah Schellings came in for...
I'm not sure who she came in for. Was it Bridget
Delia
Malvey?
Kane.
Yeah, Delia. No, Delia's out on a penalty. So I'm not sure who she came in for.
All right, we're ready for this draw.
That was
very wide of the circle.
That was very wide out right into the stick of Hopkinton. Nice defense there by Abby Langen.
Knocking the ball. And there's another great defense right there.
Yeah, Abby's doing a great job really fighting for that ball. Nice defense by Holliston. And a great save there by Amelia. Ball's going out. Looks like over to Maggie Morton. Fighting for that ball. Great control of the ball. Taking it down. She's got a couple of people on her. She's got to see that open player so she doesn't lose the ball. Looks like they had a little bit of an overreach around her towards the head. That was a little bit overshot there.
High.
And it looks like Hopkinton is going to end up with that ball. Again, we got to see the attack play a little bit of defense on the way out here.
Hopkinton passed this one back to their goalie to clear it.
Hopkinton just great job on the
those are beautiful connections. The passing up the field that we just saw from Hopkinton is a beautiful way to play this game. Unfortunately, that shot went high. Well, unfortunately for them, but fortunately for us.
Amelia Langen ran towards the line and was able to gain possession for Holliston. Paul went out to Bridget Malvey, number 24, who's carrying it down the field, seeing the open player, which is great. Maggie Morton taking it down. Got to watch out behind her a little bit. She's got a person coming up.
She's going to see. Who's she going to see?
Just take your time. I mean, there's no pressure on her right now. Let the attack settle a little bit and work it around.
Oh. Misconnection, but Lila's going to fight for this, and it's going to land in Sarah Schelling's stick.
Is that Sarah Schelling's?
No, Maeve Jordan. Maeve Jordan is back in on midi. Oh. Abby Langen has an opportunity here for a penalty shot after being fouled by the Hopkinton player.
I missed that shot. We had a little bee in the booth here. Great shot by her. Looks like a missed shot.
Excellent rebound by Caroline. She was there where she needed to be. They're going to set this back up. They're going to keep possession. They're playing a great game today, Sarah.
Yeah, we're seeing them pull out all their energy, really wanting to try to keep this game close. You know, if they beat us by more than 7 points, that could change our ranking. So, you know, Holliston's going to be really fighting to not have that happen. Looks like that's going to be a shooting space with Lila Feldman is going to take the free position, which is great. Opportunity to get it close again.
That's right. Let's go, Lila.
That was a good shot. Unfortunately, just a little wide there. It will remain in Holliston's hands, which is great. We got about 4 minutes left in this half. Great pass there by Caroline to Abby, and it was a good effort there.
Great effort.
Unfortunately, trying to go through too many defenders and lost possession there. Looks like they might have called Abby Langen there for reaching around a little bit, maybe connection to the head. She's going out. Hopkinton has control there.
That was a loose ball got by a couple of our girls and ended up in Hopkinton's hands. We're now down a player for 2 minutes. We'll have to be careful not to pull an offside. Sometimes that happens when we're down for
sure.
anybody. Have to pay close attention to that.
It would be great to see Holliston really hold them here, not let them get in, not let them score again.
Excellent.
Looks like they're setting up a good pick there and a great score. That might be, maybe I was wrong on who got injured because that does look like an Abby. That was unfortunate. A great pick set by Hopkinton, making it hard for us to defend that shot.
Yeah, I do think this is Abby Burke,
yeah, it
number
is
18.
Abby Burke. So I must have been wrong on the person that injured themselves. Glad to see her back out on the field. Sorry for that mistake. Three minutes left in the half. I know Hopkinton's made a little improvement here with their draw control. Hopefully Holliston can keep fighting.
Eliza Marion with that draw control. Nice job, Eliza.
Right. That's going to go back. Definitely a little pushing there by Hopkinton. Ball's going to go back, and the player's going to go behind. Eliza Marion will take it down, hopefully, to be able to set something up down there. Charlotte Daniel with the ball, working it around. Pass to Caroline Juarez. Back to Charlotte Daniel, who has the ball. And it looks like Holliston's going to take a timeout here. Maybe to set up a play and try to keep it close here at the end of the half.
And Sarah, why don't we take a timeout too? We'll come back on the mics as soon as the timeout is over.
Sounds great.
And the timeout is ending. We will take back to the field. It is in the Holliston attacking end is when the timeout was called. So we'll head back to the ball somewhere around the 20, I think the ball will be.
With possession, which is great. We've got about 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Score right now is Holliston at 4, Hopkinton at 7. Again, it would be great to kind of hold the ball for a while and maybe close out the half with a goal versus potentially losing the ball and maybe having them score again. So we'll see what Holliston does, see what Coach Luke told them to do. So they're passing it around.
Eliza to Charlotte, Charlotte to
Maeve, I think that is.
Yep, Maeve. Maeve to Charlotte.
That's going to be a lost possession there by Charlotte. Unfortunately, Hopkinton has the ball. bringing it back down the field. This is where they need to dig deep, make sure they're playing defense coming down the line here and trying to hold them. Kendall Tom coming in strong. Pass is over to Sia. Sia with the ball. Defense is back down, trying to settle, which is great.
They got down fast, Hopkinton did, but we had really good defense to slow things down, and now we have all of our defenders in position.
Shot was by Kendall Tom. Not a great angle there, and Abby Langen ran for the line, so it is Holliston ball. Bringing it down the line is Nora McGillicott. Passing it back to Delia Kane. A little bit of a wobble there with the ball, but she's got it, holding on to it. Delia needs to find the open player there, somebody to help her out a little bit.
Autumn here.
Pass to Autumn. Autumn's got speed.
Autumn's going to see Amelia. Amelia's going to see if she can change field on this.
Yeah, looks like we're going right back out there to Charlotte Danielle. Looks like a missed opportunity there, but a not so far of a throw. They're pushing hard to try to score. Hopkinton's taking the time there, which is smart, trying to kill the clock a little bit. Probably try to get a last-second shot off.
Nice
great save by Amelia. Another great save by Amelia Langen, and we got 18 seconds left. I think that was
questionably a reach into the crease, so I'm curious. So, nope, they're going to give it to Hopkinton.
Oh, that's a bummer, because that was a excellent play by Hopkinton, Holliston's defense.
All right,
not
Amelia.
A free position, so hopefully this will. Great defense by Holliston the last 12 seconds. Great catch there in the middle. Looks like that's going to be called back, and she'll have a free position with 10 seconds left.
This is number 18, Abby Burke, with a free position shot in the last 10 seconds of the game.
Amelia just had another.
And that was a nice goal.
Couple of saves there. Unfortunately, that one went in by Abby Burke. Score now is 4 Holliston, 8 Hopkinton, and we've got about 6 seconds left in this half. It's tough coming down. The Hopkinton did a really nice job of defending the ball carrier coming down. We couldn't shake them and lost the ball.
There's
great
6
to see.
seconds here. 6 seconds is going to be hard to get a goal off, but I've seen it happen.
6 seconds in a college game. That's all you need is 6 seconds. I don't know in a high school one.
Maybe not in a high school game.
Well, that's a great start there. Some nice passing going on, and that's the half.
There it is. At halftime, we are trailing by 4. It's a score of 4-8. This is a vast improvement over the last time we played Hopkinton, so I think the girls should be quite proud of that. And they still have half a game here to work hard and do more.
They had a little bit of a slip up there that that quarter, but certainly they're playing a lot more aggressive than I've seen them play in a while, and really working hard as a team to get loose balls, to get the draws. So I think if he can give them a pep talk on the sidelines and get them back out there fighting, we could bring it close again.
That's right.
Kate, before we go to the half, we probably should thank our sponsor for the first half again.
That's right, First Baptist Church. We thank you for your sponsorship. It's so important to have sponsors for Holliston Hub HCAT so that we can bring excellent games like this and our meetings in town, other games, other sports, all of the wonderful programming that Holliston HCAT brings to the residents of Holliston and our friends and family who want to watch from away. So thank you again to the First Baptist Church for your sponsorship.
And we're going to go ahead and take a break now as we go into the half with about 6 minutes for this halftime break.
Welcome back to Committee and Field. We are about to start the second half of the game, Holliston Panthers against Hopkinton Hillers, girls lacrosse. This is our last regular season game of the season. Right now we're going into the second half with a score of 4 Holliston, 8 Hopkinton, which is much better than the last time we played Hopkinton, and we're hoping to keep it close. We've been working really hard this game. Girls should be proud of themselves, and I think they're going to keep doing that.
Let's hope they come out here, Kate, and really light it up again, grabbing those draws and taking it down and getting some shots off. Maggie Morton is on the circle. Caroline Juarez and Abby Langen is also on the circle. Maggie's taking the draw. Ball is in the air. Looks like Hopkinton easily grabbed that one, bringing it down.
That was a control by Avery Quebec, number 17 from Hopkinton.
Looked like Hopkinton was going to look for a quick goal there, but they pulled it out, working it around.
It's a really hot day here at Comedian Field. It's probably 80 or 90 degrees out, and then on the turf we can add another 10. It's making me remember those days when my kids were young and we would go to Fisk's General Store and buy all of the Fad water bottles with the squirty tops, and we could really cool down.
That's what they need right about now. Little wet
Sure
towels over there would be great.
Nice
Great
save by Amelia Langen. She's going to see Bridget.
That shot was taken
Bridget
by
sees
Avery
Maggie.
Quebec from Hopkinton.
Maggie Morton's going to bring this ball up the field, and she's going to send that over to Lila.
Over to
Feldman.
Lila. Great positioning by Lila.
Lila back
working
to
back
Maggie.
to Maggie. We need Holliston to work hard there. Caroline Juarez setting a pick for her. Didn't quite pan out. Good decision by Maggie to continue to work it around.
Caroline. Over to Charlotte. And then we're still working it around here. Maggie's going to try to take this shot. And it's good.
What a great shot there.
Beautiful shot.
Maggie Morton taking that shot.
And did you see the assist, Sarah?
I did not.
When they're working the circle like this, sometimes I lose track of whose stick the ball is coming from and going to. That was a beautiful working of the circle, a nice play that was set up there by the Holliston Panthers. They've been working really well together on attack and midi.
Looks like we got a new player coming in for Holliston. We have Kylie DePoto, who started the half out there, number 3, senior on attack.
And I think I also saw Sarah Schellings coming in, number 8 on defense.
Maggie really fought for that ball hard again. They're going to do the same thing on the draw.
Oh, that went straight to Hopkinton.
Great move by Hopkinton, taking it down.
So I was thinking about Fisk's and those water bottles because Fisk's General Store is our other sponsor of the game today. Oh,
That was a great goal by Hopkinton senior Kendall Tom.
number 2.
2. Oh, I apologize.
Oh, no,
That's-
Kendall Tom is number 2.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you said, yeah.
Score right now is 5-9 with about 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Those are 2 draw controls that went directly to Hopkinton. So hopefully we see a little bit of a change of position here, a little bit more of a step in from our circle folks, Caroline and Abby, to try to gain control of this draw.
And one went
Sia had a
straight
nice-
up, and Sia was able to grab that straight out of the air. Hopkinton bringing it down. They're slowing things down here, taking a look at what's there, and it's also giving Holliston a chance to set up their defense.
Looked like a pass there that got missed, picked up by Hopkinton. Number 2 does a nice job of trying to pass that in. Not quite sure what that call was.
Might have been a 2-second or 5-second. What's that call? 3-second?
It's going back to Kendall Tom, so it was something that Nora was doing. Not quite sure why her defense was called on that one. I don't know if I agree with that.
Nice.
Nice job by Nora trying to fight for that ball. Looks like they may have stepped out of bounds. Not called again.
That was a beautiful check by Nora McGillicott. Unfortunately, Hopkinton was able to pick it back up. Number 23 making a go for it, gets blocked. They're working this round, looking for their opening.
There it is, that shooting space, that evil shooting space there. Amelia's had another great game, a couple of great saves here. Let's hope this is another one. Holliston was quick on that free position to get on defense, and so Hopkinton chose to pass the ball. Ball's working around. They're trying to make a play happen here. And that was a beautiful shot. Beautiful feed there by number 17, Avery Corbeck. Shot was taken by and score Caden Rosendale.
That was a really nice play by Hopkinton. Looks like Holliston might have an injury on the field, so this setup might just take an extra minute while we see how you're doing. We're calling our trainer onto the field.
A little frustration with the fans sometimes. You see injuries on the field. A lot of times it's not on purpose, and a little frustration there that may have been a check towards the head by our fans.
That looks like it was Nora McGillicott. She's going to go off the field with our trainer, give that some attention, and hopefully we'll see her back on the field in a few minutes.
And if Nora's mom is not here yet, don't panic. She looks like she's okay. She's walking. Looks like she might have just gotten a push or a check there. Holliston's going to set themselves back up. Looks like Sarah Schellings has come in for her. Caroline, almost an opportunity to get the ball. They're really fighting for that, which is great to see.
That down. Number 18 forces a pass.
Great defense by Maggie. That's what it's going to take. We need Hopkinton to make a couple mistakes down here. Great save by Amelia. Shot taken by Taylor Antarante, and Amelia was able to save that. Beautiful save. Looking to pass it out to Autumn Smith, who's got some wheels. Quick pass there, unfortunately, right into the hands of Hopkinton, who's going to turn right around and come back down.
Our defense is working to set this back up.
That was a mistake. Sometimes those quick passes just don't pan out, and Hopkinton's playing aggressive.
Beautiful save, Amelia. She sees Caroline, sends it up the left side of the field.
Caroline Juarez does a nice dodge around, taking it down, using her speed to get herself down there, which is great. Looks like they're going to settle the ball.
Good defending there, so she was not able to get straight to the net, but she's going to set this up. That was a good decision.
Ball's being passed around. Really taking their time here.
Maeve to Abby, Abby to Bella. Bella to Abby.
Looks like Abby's going to try to take it in. Shot fired,
high,
unfortunately high.
There. So we'll bring this back in. Caroline's going to work this in. Oh, I'm just going to send it over to Maggie. Maggie's going to roll the crease, take a shot, and it goes wide or narrow. I guess it misses the goal. Lose possession. Hopkinton's going to bring this up the sideline.
We've definitely got to play defense coming down the sidelines, and we've got to fight harder for those balls when they miss.
I think Lila heard you. She went right over there. And now we've got Maeve working hard. But Hopkinton is getting free.
Oh, great shot by Kendall Tom. Great save by Amelia.
There's a call on the play. It's not clear yet. I think it might be a Holliston possession. That might have been a cover. So this is Maeve Jordan.
Great to see Maeve out there as our senior, bringing it down the field. She's got to find that open player before she has too many people on her. Pass is going out to Kylie DePota. Got to be careful with those mistakes. Couple of great fakes there by Holliston. Looks like we may have had a hit to the head. It looks like Amelia is going out. Oh, that's unfortunate. It was great defense. And
you know, these hits are never on purpose. But unfortunately, they do draw a card, whether no matter
she'll
what.
be on the sidelines for 2 minutes. Abby's not afraid to be aggressive out there, and so those accidents happen.
That was nicely defended by Holliston.
Nicely
Autumn Smith
defended.
Bringing it out. She was able to
Great
pick that right up.
By Autumn Smith.
That
Looks
was a bit of a reach on that check.
For sure. She's got to see the open players. There's a couple open players downfield. If she can get the ball down there, they got to make themselves known. Looks like Holliston can't make those mistakes.
All right, this is Bella Bray was able to pick up that loose ball. She sees Maeve, but is not able to connect the pass. It's okay.
We're making mistakes,
trying.
unfortunately, there with quick passes and not being ready to receive those. And they just drew the shooting space there. That will give them number 17, who already has a couple of goals, give them a free position right in the center.
And it's a goal.
We
Number
are
17, Avery, Quebec. The score is now Holliston 5 and Hopkinton 11.
We got about 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in this quarter. Be great to see us get a couple of goals here.
Josie Henson, number 29, a midfielder, has just taken the field. We'll have a chance to see this action.
We've got number 20, Charlotte Daniel, back on attack with Lila Feldman. Taking the draw, Maggie
It was
Morton.
a low draw.
Great.
And it's going to be Holliston's ball.
Holliston ball.
Or Hopkinton ball. I thought he was pointing the other way.
I did too. That was a little confusing there. Nice
right.
interception by Autumn Smith. Way
That was
to
a beautiful interception by Autumn Smith. Excellent defense. She's having a great game.
hopefully see the pass quickly. Opportunity to.
All right,
Nice
Charlotte.
by Charlotte Daniel, protecting the ball there.
All right, Charlotte drew a penalty. She's going to take this ball. Oop. Not sure what's transpiring on the field. Looks like we have an injury. We have an injury on the field.
We've had a very aggressive playing there, coming back down the line there. I think sometimes the refs are missing a couple of the calls that might be towards the head. Looks like it's number 26,
like it's
Autumn
Autumn.
Smith. That's down. Charlotte Daniel will still take the ball as we return going the other way.
Autumn's holding her head, so I think she may have taken a stick to her head as she walks off the field.
Autumn's had a couple of concussions this year, which doesn't help. Anytime having had former concussions, anytime you're getting a stick to the head, it's a worry.
So she'll spend some time with Whitney over there on the sideline, and Nora McGillicott is back on the field. So she has recovered, and we're happy to see her back out on the field.
Looks like ball will resume. Charlotte Daniel has the ball, running it down the field. Nice decision. Looking to pass back to Caroline Juarez. Good pass. Caroline Juarez is going to take that with a little bit of speed, which is nice to see.
She's going to see Lila back here, and they're going to work on slowing this down and looking for their opportunity. Charlotte to Maeve. Maeve to Abby. Looks like we have a shooting space, and Abby will have an opportunity here for a free position. Or just
not a free position, just starting with the ball there, yeah.
Maeve to Charlotte.
Doing a nice job working it around, which is nice to see. Being patient, trying to see the next cut in. Great pick there by Josie Henson, which was great to see. Maggie made the decision to pull it back out, which was good. They're trying, they want it. Patience is key here.
Patience
1 minute, 30 seconds. Holding the ball is not a bad decision here. And
just high of the net, but Lila's there, so we're going to keep it in Holliston's possession.
Maggie had a good shot there. We've got about 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Working it around.
Lila to Maggie, Maggie to Lila.
Looks like a push there by Hopkinton, which may actually provide her with an opportunity for a free position.
Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen, Sarah. So here we have 48 seconds left in this quarter, and Caroline has this free position shot. And it's stopped. Hopkinton takes the rebound, and they're now working it up to the other end of the field. And hopefully this isn't going to be a repeating thing. Already in the last 2 quarters, they were able to score within the last 30 seconds.
If Hopkinton was smart having the lead, they would hold this ball and maybe shoot last few seconds of the game so that doesn't have to go back down the field. So
they have 20 seconds here.
Yeah, they're doing just that. They're holding the ball, being really patient here.
They scored that one with 10 seconds. So, Sarah, all 3 of our quarters so far have ended with a score on Hopkinton's side in the last couple seconds of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, Holliston probably needed to, on that last one, hold it a little bit longer and let the clock die down before they shot. But since we're behind, we want to try to catch up. So getting a goal and then maybe getting back to the draw, we could have potentially had a second goal. So unfortunate it went that way. They've just got to keep fighting. 12-5, so they're up by 7 at this point.
Which is the differential in lacrosse. So we want to try to close that differential at this point. Nice draw. Nope, that went to Hopkinton. 2 seconds left in the game.
Ball's going to go back to Sia. Looks like maybe a push
and that's
there.
The end of the quarter.
And that will do it. We're at the end of the quarter, and we have a score of Holliston 5, Hopkinton 12. This is a good fought game. Definitely not like the last time. Hopkinton's not blowing them away, but certainly this last quarter Holliston had a little bit of difficulty shooting. So hopefully we see him come back out and fire it up for the last quarter.
That's right, and as we prepare to take this break between quarters, we just want to shout out Fisk's General Store here in Holliston. They have something for everyone. Whatever you're looking for, go to Fisk's General Store. You will find it. And they are a generous sponsor of Holliston Hub HCAT, and we really benefit from that sponsorship, and we thank them greatly for their support of the station. Thank you to our sponsor, Fisk's General Store.
We love Fisk. I was in there this last week, right before the prom, getting some balloons, and John very kindly, talked away with me about proms, and then, as I'm leaving with my balloons, offered to take them out to the car, and I left with a piece of chocolate as well. That's his signature thing, which is always nice.
That does sound like a visit to Fisk's General Store. And if you have a birthday coming up in your family, go to Fisk's General Store and you can have a photo taken out front. What is the name is there a name for that statue that's out front of Fisk's?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Get your photo taken and you'll probably get a balloon along the way. It's a great place to spend a birthday. All right. We'll be back. Welcome back. We are here for the fourth quarter of the Holliston Panthers versus the Hopkinton Hillers, last regular season of the 2026 girls lacrosse season. At this point in the game, the home team has 5 goals and our visitors have 12. We're looking for a few more goals this quarter. We want to close this gap up a little bit if we can.
Be really great this quarter to see them come out fired up like they did first half. And really work the field and get those shots. Defense is working hard down there. I'm sure they're tired. I'm sure they're hot. It's one quarter. They've got to put all of their energy into closing that gap this quarter.
That's right. We have Maggie Morden taking the draw. Abby Langen and Caroline Warriors are on the circle with her. And that went to Hopkinton, almost straight into her stick. So we're going to try to improve those draws next time we have one. Quick shot, quick goal. Only 15 seconds into the fourth quarter. And the score is 5-13.
That was number 3, Caden Rosendale. That's unfortunate. Those draws are so critical to slowing the play down, giving us the opportunity to do just what they did coming down. Looks like that was about 15 seconds into this quarter. So I guess, Kate, that's probably how long a high school can get it down the field.
Bella Bray coming in to take this draw. On the circle is Maggie Morton and Abby Langen.
Switching it up might be good, might throw them off a little bit and also give Holliston a little opportunity, although that did not work in our favor. Not quite sure what was just happening there. Looks like there may be a
Not sure what's happening. Looks like the ref has made a call, maybe a yellow card against Bella Bray.
Not quite sure what that call was, why she's getting a yellow card there. I thought that was a nicely fought ball.
Also a little bit of a delayed reaction.
That's really unfortunate. Sometimes these plays happen and it's those delays really can derail the team and their frustration that's out there. Great check there by Abby Langen. Hopkinton lost the ball there for a moment, slowed the play down, which is great. This ref is definitely having a delayed reaction here on some of his calls.
You know, it is hot out there. Maybe it's starting to get to everybody. That was a great interception by Bridget Malvey.
Oh, great interception.
Up
Pass off to Caroline Juarez.
She's going to control this ball. She has excellent speed, excellent aggression. She's going to bring this ball up the field.
She's got a couple of players wide open downfield.
Over to Lila Feldman. Back to Abby. Abby's seeing if she can work her way around this player, and the player ultimately does trip. Over to Maggie Morton. Maggie over to Caroline, who's going to try a crease roll here. Oh, good
great
effort.
Shot.
Good effort. That was a beautiful effort.
Maggie Morton bringing it in hot, really fast, too. Oh, that was a great.
That was quick.
I wish she would have slowed down just a speck to bring that in, because she definitely would have had the shot there. Hopkinton making a strong move, getting downfield. Great defense by Holliston. Great defense.
Bella Bray is already back in the game, so was that a green card maybe? She was out for only 1 minute?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call was, to be honest with you, Kate. Looks like here Hopkinton's going to be called for a little bit of a reach around there, trying to push.
Bridget Malvey bringing this up the field.
I always worry when they bring it to the sides, because it's the easiest to get pushed out of bounds over there by the side.
I always have that same fear.
It looks like she was trying to pass the ball, intercepted by Hopkinton. Again, a mistake made.
Hopkinton bringing this ball back down.
Oh, that's a great check there by Nora. Great check. Holliston's going to fight for that ball. Back to Sia from Hopkinton. Hopkinton's using a little bit of patience here. Ball's down.
Hopkinton still looking for their options. Still really nice defense by Holliston. Lots of pressure. Looks like
the whistle was before the
yeah,
whistle was before the goal.
So we're going to need to crash on her. This is a nice place for her to take a shot from, and she misses. Holliston maintains possession.
Hopkinton.
At the end line. Hopkinton, I'm sorry. Yep. Hopkinton was at the end line. And that also went wide, that shot. Hopkinton regains possession by being at the end line faster.
Yeah, I don't know if you're noticing, Kate, they're pulling all their players over on one side, and they're kind of clogging us up a little bit, which is getting us off our players. And
oh, beautiful
that was a great interception there by Abby Langen. For some reason, they're going to call that. Which again, what a dumb call there by the ref. That was a beautiful interception. Sorry, don't mean to badmouth a ref, but that was perfectly played by Holliston.
Sometimes I think the rules in girls lacrosse just make it really hard to just play the game.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's just play the game.
Agreed.
And it's high. That was nice pressure from Holliston, not letting that Hopkinton player take a good shot. You know, she was sort of forced into taking a bad shot. She probably should have held off on that.
We've lucked out here a couple of times, Kate. We've their high shots has enabled us to get away. That was a great deflection there of the pass, allowing for us to take control. Caroline Juarez bringing the ball down at a good speed, good clip.
That was fed to her from Nora McGillicott, who gained possession in the
Couple
defending
people
end.
open down there. She's going to take the
she takes
shot.
the
That's a
shot.
missed shot there.
Holliston got there. I think it was Caroline who got to the end line. So Lila's going to bring this in. We're going to try to set things up here. I remember when the kids were young, Sarah, playing lacrosse, and you were coaching them, and you tried so hard to stress the importance of setting up around the 8.
Yeah.
And it took some time for them to understand, but now they've got this.
Harder at the youth level to be patient.
Sure is.
That's certainly a important aspect
Go Eliza
there.
Marion, nice. Eliza, stay with that.
Keep it in. Oh,
out
that was
of
a good
bounds.
try by Eliza. Unfortunately, that went out of bounds. That will be a Hopkinton ball. We've got about 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. It looks like the score is 5 Holliston and 13 Hopkinton. Hopkinton has possession. They're down in our neck of the woods. Defense is set up, ready to defend.
Julian applied really nice pressure there, keeping the offender out. This 17 Avery Quebec has had a lot of nice plays this game. It looks like she might have just taken a stick to the face. So this is Abby Langan going out for a yellow card with 4 minutes left in the game, so she'll be out for 2 minutes.
Let's just hope Amelia, her sister, can go ahead and stop this ball as they try to bring it in on a free position. Check to the head. Holliston fans certainly getting fired up, feeling like some of the calls out there are going towards the Hopkinton players. I can see the frustration. Nice save by Amelia. What a save.
Langan.
What a great save. This
She's
is going to
gonna
go
see
out
Maggie.
to Maggie Morton.
The same girl is going to try to come in here and pluck it like she has quite a few times this game, but she's not going to let it happen this time.
Great speed by Maggie, bringing it down. A little bit of frustration there. Hopefully she takes it right to the net. Sees Lila.
Nice,
Great
Lila!
goal. What a great assist by
Beautiful
Maggie. Great
assist.
goal by Lila.
Goal by Lila. Oh, this was shooting space, so Lila's going to get a free shot here, but you know what? That was a beautiful play.
Those are always the frustrating calls. Let it go in, let it count as a goal, and move on.
That's what I think. I think make the call, and if the goal doesn't happen, then take the shot. I'd like to see that rule change. Off the crossbar. Maggie
Nice
Morton
check
giving that
by
a nice
Maggie.
check,
Oh, that was a great check.
slowing things down.
Yeah, at least that's all you can do sometimes is slow the ball down. That's just as helpful.
Sure, as it gives the defenders a chance to get back into position.
It's a quick grab of the head trying to say there's a...
I don't think the ref fell for it this time. So I'd like Hopkinton to stop grabbing their heads. And Amelia,
another great save by Amelia. Out to Bridget Malvey. Quick pass to Maggie Morton. Unfortunately lost sight of that, but got it back.
Nice.
Looks like Maggie will have that ball. She's waiting for the player to go behind her. What a great move by Maggie. Passing it down the field to Lila. Got a couple of players open down there. Looking to pass back.
You know, they look for each other. They seem to know where they're supposed to be, and they've been making some nice passes in this attacking end. Set a nice pick there. And Caroline's going to take that
Great job
shot.
turning and taking that shot by Caroline. Unfortunately, it didn't go in.
It's a nice save by the goalie.
Ball's coming back down by Hopkinton. Still using wheels there. The attack's trying to get back on defense. Hard to defend when they're passing quick down the field.
We have about a minute and a half left in this game with a score of 5-13.
Kate, I got to give Holliston a lot of credit here. They're playing really hard out there. Much better game than we saw the last time we played against Hopkinton, which is great to see. A lot better defense on our end.
Yeah, I think that's true, Sarah. I think they should be feeling good about this game.
Coach Luke is going to be proud of his team today after this game. We really did work hard, although we didn't get the shots in that we wanted this last quarter. We're certainly trying.
That's right.
Not giving up.
Not at all. We're showing that we have fight and that we're not going to give up. Nice save by
Another
Amelia
great
Langen.
save by Amelia. Quick pass out to Caroline. Juarez will take
that
the
looked
ball
like a
down.
touch on 13, so that
Great
was a foul
pass
on
to the
that.
middle to Maggie Morton coming down. See if we can
Maggie's
finish
gonna
this
probably
game
just
with
try to
us.
dodge and take this in.
See if we can get a shot off by us versus them. Oh, great check by
Great check of
Maggie
the
against the
goalie.
goalie and a
Right
shot
back in
back
and a
in.
shot.
What a great
Maggie
score by
Morton.
Maggie. Way to keep
Right,
fighting
way
there.
to go.
Goalie held that stick out of the crease and let that check happen.
That's right. That was a nice goal by Maggie Morton. I'm sure the goalie is going to be frustrated about that one. It's never fun to be a goalie and have your stick checked. You're not expecting that as a goalie.
Yep. What a great goal. Nicely fought there. With about 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, season-ending game here for Holliston.
Maggie Morton taking the draw with Bella Bray and Caroline Warris on the circle. It goes to Hopkinton. We have 6 seconds left in the game. We're going to
Really need to hold them here and hopefully not get a score off.
All right.
And
Game
that would be the
over.
end of the game.
The game ends with Holliston 6, Hopkinton 13. Holliston should be feeling pretty good about that game. It's much better result than the last time they played Hopkinton. I think that result was something closer to 2-19, 18, something like that. So this is a much better showing.
Yeah. And Kate, on behalf of us, we want to thank Fisk General Store for their sponsor. We want to thank Tom Harmon for running the live stream and the video camera. And we want to say from Kate and I both, we want to thank our fans and thank you for cheering on the team out here. Holliston Panther may not have had the record they wanted, but they fought hard, played hard, and in this game they fought right until the end, which was awesome to see.
What a great regular season. Looking forward to next year for those that are moving on, and definitely going to miss our seniors. We're losing 11 girls to college next year. They've been really important members of this team, and we've seen them, many of them, up through youth lacrosse as well. So we're really going to miss them.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird feeling for our players. They've been an integral part of the team, both on defense and on attack. And of course, we've got Amelia. We're losing, and a junior will be up next year as a goalie. So hopefully, we can keep the momentum and have a couple more wins under our belt, Kate.
That's right. All right, Sarah.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Kate
Thanks
and
all.
Sarah.